Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here, and welcome to Throwback Thursday. And we've got an interesting one today. We're at Baxter Cycle in Marnie, Iowa, and they have rolled this out for us. And this is a rather unique bike. I've never seen one in this color. It's a Matchless, or a Norton, whichever you want to call it, P11. And that's a Norton 745cc engine right there. That's been stuffed into a Matchless G85 CS frame, and these were made to well, they were made for the desert. They were made for desert racing. But isn't that just a beautiful thing? Just check that out. And what's unique, extra unique about this one, that really grabbed me about this one, is all the other ones I've ever seen are either red or green. They were all painted candy apple red, and this one is, you know, it's got aluminum fenders, aluminum tank, aluminum sump tank, oil tank. You know, very unique looking bike in that sense. I found it back here, and my plan was to do a different bike today, but after finding this one, I just can't get my eyes off. This is the one we're going to do. So what's it got? It's got the Norton 745cc parallel twin overhead valve. The cams are down here. Valves are up here. Push rods, I assume they're in these little tunnels right here, front and back, I'm assuming. This is the same engine that was in the Atlas, Norton Atlas 750 engine. It doesn't have the forward cant of the Commandos, you know, those were. It's running a pair of concentric Amal carburetors. This one has, I thought I saw coils here somewhere. Let's see, let's follow those. Oh, it's got a mag. This has a magneto. I think that's a magneto. Does that look like a mag to y'all? Well, I sure don't see coils, so it must have magnetos. I thought these all had coils, but that is definitely a magneto. Wow. Maybe somebody changed it over, or maybe they came that way. I'm not aware, I guess. But very unique in that sense, huh? These are made from 1967 to 1969, and they say about 2,500 of them were made. They're very lightweight, I think under 400 pounds. And one of the features, or one of the characteristics that everybody points out, is these risers here for the gas tank. Or to get the tank on there, they put these things here. But it's got a 4-speed transmission, separate from the engine, so you know, that's kind of neat, isn't it? Primary on this side, brake on this side. Another distinctive characteristic are the pipes. These swooping back end pipes. Check it out on both sides. They're always kickstart. They're made to be as light as possible. And the frame was 531 Reynolds, you know, lightweight steel. The tanks were, there were 2 tank options. Apparently there was a 2.2 gallon and a 3.6 gallon. I think the 3.6 was steel, but the 2.2, which I think is what this is an alloy tank, and this is definitely an alloy tank. I mean, look at that. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Same with the oil tank. Look at that weld. Absolutely amazing. I think they made the they had a Norton Ranger, which was a street legal version of this. P11A they called it. I'm just still struck by the fact that this has a magneto. I wish I had a different one in here to look at. I don't, to have 2 of these in the same shop at the same time would be an interesting thing. Anyway, like I said earlier, most of these were painted candy apple red, and I've seen a green one I think once. These were built in London, factory in London, and they were sold as dynamite on wheels, you know. So let's just put the notes away and take a look at what we got. We're going to start with this absolutely gorgeous engine. Look at these oil valves. Look at these oil lines, sorry. Let me look at that. This is just, these engines were known for vibrating at high RPMs, but I think they were supposed to put out horsepower in the 50s. You know, look at that. Probably a fuel line on each side, I'm guessing. Yep, 2 fuel shutoffs. I'm surprised by the magneto. I was really expecting coils for some reason. Of course, there's probably no generator. Wouldn't be. Well, there is a headlight, so there would be. Alternator maybe. Looking at the back end here, you know, look at these metal foot pegs. I'm not sure if that's standard or not, but I'm sure there's a rubber on there. But look at that brake peg. Brake light right there. That nifty looking hub. Something that caught my eye, maybe y'all can comment on this, but look at these shocks. These little reservoirs on there. They got a kind of a wing symbol on there. Let's look at the other side. Maybe that's an easier one to look at. Let's see if I can read what it says there. Sorry guys, my eyesight is too old. Red Wing, it says Red Wing. But that's interesting, isn't it? Of course, this one has silencers. Other ones that I've seen did not have the silencers on the end. So that's kind of interesting. Speedo drive on the back of the bike. Here's how you adjust your chain right there. Not sure what that's supposed to be. Kickstart only, of course. Like I said, 4-speed transmission. There's your gear indicator. Just a really nifty looking thing. There's a rectifier right there. Just an amazing thing. Coming to the front, tube forks. Get this big drum brake. I don't know, you know, I hate to call it stylized, but it's kind of stylized. Isn't that just amazing? You know, all this aluminum just really jumps out at me anyway. Single seat, of course. I think they were known for having a elongated seat. I think they had a kind of a, some of the other ones had kind of a jump up on the back. Hopping up over here, clutch lever, of course. These nifty grips. I'm gonna guess high lows, maybe. Horn, possibly. Looks like I'm gonna call that a tachometer. Choke, I'm not sure what that is. Horn or a kill switch, maybe. Brake lever. Yeah, look at that. It says Norton right on it. Really an interesting machine, isn't it? Check out this adjuster right here for the brake. Isn't that neat? I just love the way these things look. Little screens right there to cover. Very interesting indeed. Just look at that thing. I can't get enough of this. This is just gorgeous to me. Looks like steel wheels, spokes, of course. You know, check out how all this is done. Just gorgeous. Huh. For the foot pegs, it runs from here down to here. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Number plate. There's a battery back there. I think that's a battery. Taillight. License plate 1967. Check that out. Just get a good look at that, my friends. It's got the Matchless symbol on the engine. Transmission anyway. Just a gorgeous machine. Anyway, I'm absolutely in love with it. It really jumped out at me. I wish I knew more about it. I wish I could talk to you in more depth about this one. It's hard to find information on them. I have seen, like I said, a couple before. The other ones I've seen, like I said, are always a bright color red usually. So this one in aluminum, in the bare aluminum, really jumps out at me. And if you're interested, I think this is a customer bike, so I don't think this one's for sale. But if you're interested in anything like this, you know, here's a whole row of Triumphs and BSA. This is a whole row of BSAs here. Royal Enfields over yonder. Ariels. These are all Triumphs here. And more over there, more Nortons over yonder. Just if you're interested in anything like this, or if you need parts for your British motorcycle project, get yourself over to Baxter Cycle or baxtercycle.com. Ask for Randy or Jeremy or Mark or Amanda, and they can help you out. Hey, if the weather's good where you're at, get out there and ride, my friends. Wahoo!